Hello dear students, today we'll solve some specific problems, some special problems of problem set 2. Now this is question number 8. Now question number 8 is that if this quadratic equation m minus 12 x square plus 2 in the bracket m minus 12 bracket close x plus 2 equals to 0 has the roots real and equal. This equation has the roots real and equal, then find the value of m. So first of all we will find the value of b square minus 4ac as per this equation. So we will solve this equation. Solution. Now comparing, we have to find the value of b square minus 4ac. We will compare this equation and find the value of abc. So comparing m minus 12 x square plus 2 in the bracket m minus 12 x plus 2 equals to 0 with ax square plus bx plus c equals to 0. So the value here a equals to, now a will be this m minus 12, b is the coefficient of x, that is 2 in the bracket m minus 12 comma c equals to 2. So b square minus 4ac equals to, value of b is this much. So this whole square means 2 in the bracket m minus 12 whole square minus 4ac. So 4, value of a is m minus 12, 4a into c is 2. You can write into 2 or you can just write 2 or you can also write in the bracket. So this is this whole square, 2 square is 4 and m minus 12 whole square minus, now 4 2s are 8 in the bracket, 8 in the bracket m minus 12. So this is equals to 4 in the bracket. Here we will apply a minus b whole square. So this will be m square minus 2 into m into 12. So 12 2s are 24m, 24m and plus 12 square is 144 and negative 8 multiplied to both the terms, negative 8m minus 8m and minus 8 into minus 12, that is plus 96. So this is 4 will be multiplied to each term. So 4m square minus 4 into 24 is 96m and 4 into 144. So 576 minus 8m plus 96. So this is 4m square minus 96m minus 8m, that is minus 104m, and sum of these two terms, this is 672. This is the value of determinant b square minus 4ac. But we know that when the roots are real and equal, the value of b square minus 4ac is 0. Therefore the value of this expression is also 0. We'll write the roots of given quadratic equation are real and equal, and therefore b square minus 4ac equals to 0. This is given, therefore b square minus 4ac is 0 and the value of b square minus 4ac is this one. So therefore 4m square minus 104m plus 672 equals to 0. Now you will solve this quadratic equation. First of all, you will divide each term by 4, dividing the whole equation by 4, then you will solve this equation. After solving the equation, you will get m equals to 12 or m equals to 14. These solutions, these roots you will get. Now if m equals to 12, then m minus 12 equals to 0, transferring 12 on the left side. So m minus 12 is 0, and if m minus 12 is 0, then this whole first term will be 0 and the equation will not remain in quadratic equation. And then m minus 12 x square will be 0. Then if this is a case, then this equation, then the given equation will not be a quadratic equation. The given equation will not be a quadratic equation. So this m equals to 12 is not acceptable. So m equals to 12 value is not acceptable or unacceptable. And if this value is unacceptable, then the value remains is so, or therefore m equals to 12. This is the value of m. Write the value of m is 14. Now question number 9 is that the sum of two roots in a quadratic equation, sum of roots is 5 and the sum of their cubes is 35. We have to find the quadratic equation. Now we know that solution, let alpha and beta are the two roots of the quadratic equation. Let alpha and beta are the roots. So the required quadratic equation is when we know the roots, the required quadratic equation will be x square minus in the bracket alpha plus beta into x plus alpha beta equals to 0. Now look at this equation. Now here we know the sum of the roots. Sum of roots means alpha plus beta. We know alpha plus beta, that is 5. Now here we also need alpha into beta. We know the sum of the cubes of the root, but we need alpha into beta. So here we want this product. When we find this product, we'll get the equation. So for finding this, what we do, we know that alpha plus beta sum of roots is 5. So alpha plus beta equals to 5. This is point number 1. And sum of cubes, so alpha cube plus beta cube equals to 35. This is point number 2. Now from this we will find the product. Now alpha cube plus beta cube. Now before writing this, you must be knowing the expansion formula, that a plus b whole square equals to a square plus b square plus 2ab, and a plus b whole cube equals to a cube plus b cube plus 3ab in the bracket a plus b. So for finding this alpha plus alpha cube, a cube plus b cube, we can also write that a cube plus b cube equals to this alpha a plus b whole cube minus 3ab in the bracket a plus b. So this we will write here, that alpha plus beta cube equals to alpha plus beta whole cube minus 3 alpha beta in the bracket alpha plus beta. Okay, so this is equals to, now we know alpha plus beta is 5, so 5 cube minus 3 alpha beta in the bracket alpha plus beta is 5. This is from 1. This is from 1. Now this is equals to 125 minus 5 3s are 15 alpha beta. This is the value of alpha cube plus beta cube, but we know that alpha cube plus beta cube is 35. So this and this expression equals to 35, because the value of alpha cube plus beta cube is this and this, both are these value. So 125 minus 15 alpha beta equals to 35. This we have got this value from 2. And therefore we'll write minus 15 alpha beta equals to 35 minus 125, and so minus 15 negative 15 alpha beta equals to negative 90. Therefore alpha beta equals to negative 90 upon negative 15, and alpha beta equals to 6. So here we have got this product. Now again we know the equation is substituting this value here, so we will get the equation. We will again write the required product equation is x square minus in the bracket alpha plus beta bracket close x plus alpha beta is 0. Therefore x square minus sum of cubes, that is sum of roots, that is alpha plus beta is 5x plus alpha into beta is 6 equals to 0. This is the required quadratic equation. Now we will solve question number 12. What is question number 12? That is the difference between squares of two numbers is 120. Greater number square minus smaller number square is 120, and the square of smaller number is equal to twice the greater number, and we have to find both the numbers. Now let's start solution. Now the question is हम किसको x assume करें, ग्रेटर नंबर को या स्मॉलर नंबर को? तो यहाँ पे अगर आप देखोगे कि स्मॉलर नंबर स्क्वायर इक्वल्स टू ग्रेटर नंबर ट्वाइस द ग्रेटर नंबर, मीन्स स्मॉलर नंबर स्क्वायर इज डिपेंडेंट ऑन द ग्रेटर नंबर, तो इसलिए हम ग्रेटर नंबर को ही x assume करते हैं. लेट द ग्रेटर नंबर इज x. If greater number is x, then therefore smaller number square equals to twice the greater number, means 2x. Okay, now the difference between their squares is 120. From the given condition, ग्रेटर नंबर स्क्वायर माइनस स्मॉलर नंबर स्क्वायर विल बी 120. ऐसा तो नहीं होगा कि स्मॉलर नंबर स्क्वायर में से ग्रेटर नंबर स्क्वायर माइनस करेंगे तो 120 आएगा, तो ग्रेटर नंबर स्क्वायर में से स्मॉलर नंबर स्क्वायर माइनस करेंगे. सो ग्रेटर नंबर स्क्वायर माइनस स्मॉलर नंबर स्क्वायर equals to 120. Now greater number is x, therefore x square minus smaller number square. What is smaller number square? It is 2x. Smaller number square is 2x, so minus 2x equals to 120. Here we are getting the quadratic equation, so x square minus 2x minus 120 equals to 0. we have got the quadratic equation. Now we will solve it. Now when you solve this quadratic equation, you will get the values x equals to 10 or x equals to minus 10 or x equals to 12. These two values you will get. So you have to solve this equation, you will get these two values. Now let's see whether both these values are acceptable or not. Now if x equals to negative 10, if x equals to negative 10, then 2x will be 2 into negative 10 and that will be minus 20. Now what is 2x? 2x is the square of smaller number, but 2x is smaller number square, and can the square be negative? No. But the square can't be negative. Square of a number can't be negative. Therefore, this is unacceptable, and therefore x equals to negative 10 is unacceptable. And so we'll take this value. So x equals to 12, and if x equals to 12, then x equals to 12 means greater number, therefore greater number equals to 12, and smaller number square square equals to 2x equals to 2 into 12, that is 24. Now smaller number square is 24, smaller number square equals to 24, taking the square root of both sides. Therefore smaller number equals to positive or negative root 24. Okay, so the answer is greater number equals to 12 and smaller number equals to positive root 24 or negative root 24. Now we will solve question number 14. Now in this question number 14, I will just explain how to form the equation, and after that you will solve this equation by yourself. So what is the question? Question is that a farmer has a land, and which is actually rectangle in shape. So what is given, that the length of the farm is 10 meters more than twice the breadth of the farm. So if the breadth of the farm is x meter, then what will be the length? Length is 10 meter more than twice the breadth. So the length of the farm will be twice the breadth plus 10 meter. So this will be 2x plus 10 meter. Now what other information is given, that the farmer has dug a square shaped pond in the field, and the side of the square shaped pond is 1/3, is 1/3 of the breadth of the farm. So if we have assumed that breadth is x, so the side of the pond will be 1/3x. Now we have to find the length, breadth of the farm and a side of the pond. So we'll start by this breadth only, that suppose the breadth of the farm is x meter, and if the breadth is x meter, then therefore the length of the farm will be 2x plus 10 meter. Now so one more thing is given, that the area of the farm is 20 times the area of the pond. Now length is this much, so area of the farm equals to length into breadth. So x in the bracket 2x plus 10, and that is 2x square plus 10x square meter. Now this is the area of the farm, and therefore side of the pond. What is the side of the pond? 1/3 of the breadth. So this will be 1/3 x, or we can also write x upon 3 meters. Now area of the pond, area of the square pond. Now you know that area of square equals to side square. So x upon 3 whole square. This is the x upon 3 whole square, or we can also write x square upon 9 meter square. Now what is given from the given condition? The condition is given that area of the farm is 20 times the area of the pond. So the equation will be area of the farm, that is 2x square plus 10x square 10x. This is 20 times, so we'll multiply 20 on this side. So 20 in the bracket x square upon 9. This is 20 times. So for getting the equation, we'll multiply this side, which is smaller side, by 20. Now after this you will get the equation, and you have to solve the equation. Now question number 15. Question number 15 is that there are 2 taps in a tank, and if both taps are open, दोनों नल खुले हुए हैं, the tank is filled completely in 2 hours. दोनों टैप से टैंक 2 घंटे में पूरी भर जा रही है, and the smaller tap takes 3 hours more than the larger tap to fill the tank. Now we have to find how much time each tap takes to fill the tank. Now smaller tap takes more time, so we'll assume that the greater tap fills the tank in x hours. Solution: let the larger tap fills the tank in x hours. So how much time will smaller tap take? Therefore smaller tap will take x plus 3 hours. X plus 3 hours to fill the tank. Now if the larger tap fills the tank in x hours, so in 1 hour अगर जो ग्रेटर टैप है वो पूरी टंकी को 5 आवर्स में कम्प्लीटली फिल करता है, तो 1 आवर में टैंक का कितना पार्ट फिल होगा? तो 1/5 पार्ट उसका फिल होगा. इन द सेम वे इन 1 आवर द larger tap fills 1/x part of the tank, 1/x part of the tank, and the smaller tap fills how much part? 1/x plus 3 part of the tank. ये इतना पार्ट फिल कर रहा है बड़ा वाला टैप, और छोटा टैप इतना पार्ट फिल कर रहा है, और दोनों मिलके कितना करेंगे? दे बोथ फिल, इनका सम 1/x plus 1/x plus 3 part of the tank in 1 hour. ओके, बट हमें ये भी मालूम है कि both the taps are open, the tank is filled completely in 2 hours. So but the tank is filled completely, the tank is filled completely in 2 hours if both the taps are open. If both the taps are open, 2 घंटे में पूरी भर जा रही है, तो 1 घंटे में कितनी भरेगी? आधी टंकी. सो इन 1 hour both the taps will fill आधी टंकी होगी, तो 1/2 part of the tank. So this is also correct and this is also correct. As per the given information, we have found that this part of the tank is filled, and from the given information we know that 1/2 part of the tank is filled. So this is equal to this. Therefore, from the given condition, this equals to this, that is 1/x plus 1/x plus 3 equals to 1/2. Now you can solve this equation by yourself.